Seoul and Washington are gearing up to lay out the foundations of a bilateral chip alliance in a follow-up to their recent state summit. Our Lee Rae-hyun has the details.
South Korea is aiming for stronger ties with the United States in the semiconductor sector. Measures to follow up President Yoon Suk Yeol's visit to Washington last month were discussed during a ministerial meeting on Monday presided over by Finance Minister Choo Kyung-ho. Choo highlighted the chip industry, saying that Seoul and Washington will lay out the foundations of the bilateral chip alliance based on cooperative projects on next-generation chips, high-tech packaging, and chip material, parts, and equipment. Chip forums between the public and private sectors will also be set up. In terms of the U.S. CHIPS Act and the Inflation Reduction Act, he mentioned that the two countries are working to reduce the burden and uncertainties faced by South Korean businesses as a consequence of both acts. The finance minister said close consultation on the matter will continue so that it can eventually become a win-win for both Seoul and Washington. Choo also pledged to strengthen ties in advanced technology industries.
We will develop cooperation in the chip, battery, bio, quantum, and digital sectors by establishing a next-generation critical and emerging technologies dialogue led by national security advisors in the second half of this year.
The minister added domestic clusters related to these industries will be further developed, and he will actively engage in putting to work the $5.9 billion of investments secured by President Yoon during his trip to the U.S. The finance ministry also revealed plans to focus on overseas construction projects, factories, nuclear power plants, and eco-friendly businesses in order to reach its target of $35 billion in overseas orders this year. He said he will once again ramp up government-to-government cooperation to win contracts on mega projects such as Saudi's Neom City and the construction of Indonesia's new capital city. To do this, he will provide diplomatic and financial support for these large-scale plant projects in the Middle East, while expanding eco-friendly businesses related to green hydrogen and cutting greenhouse gases. Lee Rae-hyun, Arirang News.